once again, we're here, and I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you all for checking out my videos on YouTube, also posting on Facebook. I want to thank you coming on this journey with me. So, this is a journey to be inspired, a journey to find someone to mentor me, a journey to find someone to um, help inspire me towards my goal. And my goal is to actually do something for myself independently, starting a business or going back into business, but doing it right this time and going into the right business that will match my experiences, my ability, and my gift. So I started out, as I said in many other videos, I just want to get you up to speed. I started out trying to find someone to help me on this journey. And what it has led to is actually realizing now that a lot of people do get strength from God or the Bible or the good book. And I start to search that, and there's some things coming out of that. I start to listen to other speakers, people who have literally started businesses that have led them to a better lifestyle and all of that. So I'm listening to different people. Recently, I listened to Ma, Jack Ma, which is Alibaba. You say Alibaba, you hear Jack Ma. You say Jack Ma, you hear Alibaba. Like he's one of the largest, or if not the largest, e-commerce business right now in the world. And a couple things he had to say, and I had to, and I open up to listen to his tone and his passion that he delivered this message with, as he said about the age range and how you deal with every step in your life. The first one he started out with is being a teenager. You just grow up, you go to college, you're like in your 20s. He said when you're in your 20s, you can make mistakes, and you should be allowed to do that. And you want to leave college, you want to find somewhere to work, and you want to be working with someone who is willing to train you. By the time you hit your 30s, you want to start looking for how you're getting involved in the business that you want to do. By 40s, like you're at a point where you're not going to learn a lot of new things, so you should start setting yourself up already for what you're going to be doing. Typically that's what he's saying, I'm paraphrasing. And between the ages of like 50 and 60s, like you're not going to change again. I mean, and he said hopefully by that time you actually start looking to be independent and be on the beach somewhere getting some sun. And in that, I find that I have missed some steps. I actually migrated to this country, and growing up I was always vibrant and full of life and always starting different businesses and doing different things, and not a lot of different at the same time, but I was always open-minded and invigorated, and always people want to be around me. And migrating to this country is like a shock, like whoa. And then we were in college, and college was just it was just rough, you know. We were on scholarship, and it's a lot, Even though my parents were here, it was still a lot to take in. The travel, the games here and there, and schoolwork had to be taken care of. But in all of that, I start to realize something. I have two friends, and I'm gonna tell you quickly. So please come on this journey with me and listen to these this story I have about my friends. So I have a lot of friends. I mean, frat friends. I have friends all over the place, and this is what happened when we were in college. They were friends who were, they had money they could spend. Their parents were still supporting them. There were a couple of these guys, and then there were those who had to really put the pedal to the metal. I mean, I remember times when I was waking up like 4 in the morning, taking the train all the way to school, studying on the train or sleeping on the train, getting to school for an 8 o'clock class. Then I have to do some work in the afternoon up until 6, 9 at night. I go back to class. My last class is 10. I'm off. I'm taking the train back. 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm home. 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm back out. And I was keeping like a 3.7, 3 point 5 GPA or something like that. I mean, it's almost impossible. Wednesdays, sometimes we're all over the country for different events, and Friday, Sunday night, whatever, we come back home and we have to do it all again, especially in the season. And I look at that, and I had some friends who got involved in government, student government. They were on the house, they were like in the dorms, they were running different things, they were a part of different organization on campus, and all of these things. And we were on the same team, but they were supported by their parents. They had extra money, they had food, they did some things they didn't have to worry about. And then there were those who we had to hustle on the weekend. We have to be hustling up on the weekend. We had to do whatever we have to do. I mean, sometimes we leave school, we're doing something else, that, just doing what we have to do. And we didn't focus too much on school. It was just getting the grades and just keep going. It was just natural ability. We just went to school, listened, do the work, and that was it. And in the end, what's happening right now is that the friends who had time to join these organizations and do all these things, their professors were recommending them. And I remember a couple of them, they went and did an internship. That's what I miss. Never had an internship. Why? Because living in New York, well, it's hard. It's a hustle. Relatives are not always going to stand by you. And this is where the hustle comes on. You leave school and it's no time to go look a real job. There's no time to go get trained. There's no time to go in an internship. There's time to make money. So I'm leaving school with this degree and I'm like, what am I going to do now? I'm trying to get an internship, but I need money. So I started doing a little thing on the side, but I need money. And I need more money. And then this little job comes, I say, all right, I'll take this little job knowing that I want something else. Years later, it took me 3 years to get a decent job. And by the time I got the job, they shipped me off overseas. And it wasn't like I'm learning from anybody. It was I'm over there on my own doing what the company want me to do. Eventually came back and it was like I'm lost. Anyone gonna train me? Now I'm years in and still lost. Anyone want to train me? No. So I'm searching for training. The downsides happen. I'm back on the road doing what I can to survive. Little jobs here, little mom and pop business here and there. No one really trained me because now I'm really educated with a couple of degrees and not enough experience. And I'm just keep on dragging on like that compared to the other friends that I'm telling you about. Two of them, Sharky, just leave it at that, and Brutus. Brutus had help. He could get involved in government. This is Professor like him. He's very intuitive. He's a guy that get things done just like most of us. But the thing is, someone suggested something to him because he's in the right place. His mind is in the right place. He's thinking about school. He doesn't have to work and do all these things and all these things. And the other friend is the same thing. Their parents were still funding them. So they could focus on that. And they had time to sit and wait on the right thing to happen. Yeah, they had hardship too, but not in the same way. Right now, one of them is like CEO or something, sitting on a board of a company that he only went there for a year to do internship. The other one is like, last time I saw him, he's playing golf and with a big old cigar. And I mean, these guys are living nice. They're like senior project managers, senior this, that, all over the place. So the thing is, and a couple of us who never had that, we're still struggling. I could tell you we're still struggling because we never get into the right thing. So Jack Ma is right. There's a time in your life you leave school, you need to be trained. And for me now, I'm in a company where they literally train me in a project. Last year I was in a company that sent me over to this one. I was trained on a software by myself because everyone else got trained. By the time I got there, I had to teach myself. This year I'm doing a big software again, and it's the same thing. No one really wants to train you, so I find myself training myself. I find myself learning, and people over my shoulder click here, click here, click here, and it's at that point where I can't do that at this point in my life, and it's really, really hard. So I'm telling you, Jack Ma is right. So if you're out there, and I always tell my friend, if when you leave college, get something to do in your field, because the moment you go outside your field and say you're just gonna, I have a friend working at a box store right now with degree. I have a lot of friends, and I would tell them, you come out of college, please go get an internship. Don't worry about it. Find a way to survive. Work at night but get an internship. Because as you go on in life, that's what's going to happen. And I'm facing that right now. So I'm asking you, keep coming on this journey, keep watching, keep liking, keep subscribing. Just keep me in prayer if you pray, but give me suggestions as I go along. So I'm inspiring you. You come out of college, you gotta get into an internship. If you're in somewhere in your life right now where you want to be inspired, I think an internship is the best thing. Or see what you have that are your strength and push on those and see where it leads. All right? Have a blessed day.